And good morning. Welcome to Science of Breakfast Show with me, Alan Harbert, and my sign language interpreter this morning is Jedida Wafula. And you can engage with us on our social media platforms at Science TV Kenya at the Alan Harbert, hashtag Science Breakfast, hashtag the Alan Harbert. We are still ongoing with the Update Yako campaign, and this morning we have a gentleman who is going to be telling us a little bit more about what the campaign is all about and all those crazy questions. Mr. Before you introduce yourself, there is one that I want to put up front. Watu wamesema mita zao zikiupdateiwa kuna vile hizo tokens zinaenda haraka. So we are going to demystify all the myths and the misconceptions around the Update Yako campaign, and we are going to be doing that with none other than our guest this morning. Kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah, good morning, our esteemed customers. My name is Moses Nyongesa. I am a distribution engineer with Kenya Power.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses, for making time this morning. Let's go straight into it. What is the Update Yako campaign?
Now, thank you very much, Alan. The Update Yako campaign is about us moving or having our meters, the prepaid meters, being moved to the second level of software. What you're saying is that globally the prepaid systems are moving to a new software, and that's why we are required to do so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And interestingly, could you tell us, because you are an engineer, could you tell us a little bit more what has exactly prompted this software update?
Thanks so much for that question. Now, what's happening is that for a while, they have got 3 players in the prepaid system. That's the hardware people who are the guys who manufacture the meters.
Yeah.
Then you got the software people,
yeah,
who now provide the platform for us to purchase the tokens from. And as a utility company, like now Kenya Power and the other companies who are using prepaid systems.
Yeah.
So as it is now, the software is being upgraded to a new system. And because of that demand, then requires that we have to do so, because after a while it's going to expire. The old system is going to expire.
Yeah.
So that's why we are not being asked to move to the new system, which is being done globally, not just Kenya Power alone.
Yeah.
Anybody who is using the prepaid systems has to move as per the requirement globally. Yes.
I know it is an interesting time even for KPLC, but why do we really need to update our meters as we the clients now?
You have to, because as I've just confirmed to you that we are using that's actually globally accepted, and actually this requirement global because we are now moving to a new system.
Yeah.
And if you don't do so as a customer, it means that once that time lapses, then you are gone. Then that meter is not going to be able to purchase anything. We're not going to be able to get any tokens. Again, that meter will become like a box. It will be useful to you.
Like a box indeed. Now, before we even talk about the time lapsing, how do I get to update the meter? Because I've seen a couple of adverts that have been played here on Science TV, and they say there are codes that you're supposed to receive and all of that. How does one get these codes, and what exactly is this code?
Now, the company has been on a campaign.
Yeah.
One of them is that I've just confirmed, we've been on social media, we've been on radio and all that. Now, what's happened is that as a company, we are sending out to our customers messages.
Yeah.
Text, you will get a text message.
Yeah.
Which has 2 codes. One, the first code is actually for you to reset your meter, and then the other one is now to update.
Yeah.
It's actually self-explanatory and very simple. So much so that for you to just you do so, and then you once you feed in those 2 codes,
yeah, then
you are ready to go. And the meter actually communicate to you.
Yeah.
That those people just tell you successful, they don't tell you okay, and that some will just go quiet, but you'll be able to load. Now, what you need to do is that before you do so, whatever tokens that you've already purchased, you must actually load them upfront before you move, because the moment you do so, as we have just confirmed, we are actually updating the software, meaning that if you bought on the old software, that means that now that will not be accepted on the new one.
Yeah.
So that now means that you must actually load your tokens before you move if you already purchased them. So then once you're on the new software level, then you can never to purchase going forward.
Yeah. So that means even if I do the update na bado nilikuwa na units on the meter, they will not expire.
No, they'll not expire. Yes.
So because you might find that and actually this is a conversation that I've had, because people saw me having this conversation and they were like, I'm waiting to complete or to finish entirely with the meters, that the units that I have, so that I'm able to do the update.
No, what will expire is the token that you bought on the old software, but you've not uploaded. That's why we're asking you to load before you migrate, before you actually update your system. Please kindly load your tokens that you've already purchased, then you update your software.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do I get these codes? Because the people who said that they received a mysterious message from KPLC, there are others who say we haven't received any codes from KPLC. How do I, for those who received and they did not know that they received, can they be resent the codes? And those who haven't received, how can they initiate the process?
Now, one is that must be done in sequences because of the numbers. You still have time. If you've not received, you can't receive your message.
Yeah.
Anyhow, what you can do is that you can purchase a token. That purchase will come with the 2 codes. Yeah. So you receive 3 messages.
Yeah.
The reset, the update, and then the token now. Yes. So you now you have to put them. You fit your meter in that sequence. So for the reset, then the lastly you end with your token. That way the meter will have actually updated itself.
Yeah.
So yes.
So what you're confirming, if I haven't received the codes just as yet, I only need to buy units as I buy them oftenly, and then once I receive that message back with my units, it will come back with 2 codes of digits that I have now to input into my set box meter.
Yes, that's what will happen.
All right.
Yes.
All right. I want us to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want us to talk about costs, because things to do with software, to do with updates, Kenyans might think there is a cost associated with it, and they might be repelled from not doing the update. So you're going to be telling us if there is any cost that is associated with this update. Dear viewer, we're going to take a break. We are speaking to Mr. Moses Nyongesa. He works with Kenya Power, and this morning he's explaining to us candidly what exactly the update Meter Yako campaign is all about. If you have any questions, kindly slide them onto our social media platforms. That is at Science TV Kenya. That is across all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And the handles are at Science TV Kenya. When we come back from the break, we're going to be asking and passing those questions to Mr. Moses. We'll be back.
When I have back pain, I reach for 2 tablets of Panadol Extra for fast relief of strong pain, like headache, toothache, muscle pain, and I'm released from pain to be there for those who need me. Try Panadol Extra for fast and effective relief from strong pain. New Panadol Extra Soluble dissolves twice as fast versus standard paracetamol tablets.
People come to me and they say they get discomfort when they have ice cream. Can you imagine that? Avoiding having cold ice cream. Sensodyne gives you long-lasting protections against sensitivity. And people come in and they're like, oh, it works. I can have ice cream and I'm not in any discomfort. I recommend Sensodyne because it works. It's brilliant.
Umeupdate token mita yako? Ni free. Umeshapata SMS kutoka Kenya Power? Sawa. Sasa ni kuweka code 1 kureset. Alafu weka code 2 kuupdate. Karada mtozi kulipishe. Usiachwe gizani nani. Update token mita yako leo. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwako na Kenya Power and Lighting Company.
The new KCB mobile loan is unbelievably flexible and incredibly affordable. You can now borrow up to 1 million Kenya shillings from as low as 1.2% as a 1-day, 7-day, 14-day, 30-day loan, or enjoy a longer-term period of up to 1 year at competitive rates. Dial *522# or apply on the KCB app today. The KCB mobile loan, unbelievably flexible, incredibly affordable. KCB, for people, for better. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Back from that break, glad you're still watching Science Breakfast with me, Alan Herbert. The sign language interpreter this morning is Jedida Wafula, and we are having a conversation with Mr. Moses Nyongesa. He is from the Kenya Power and Lighting Company. We are talking about the Update Mita Yako campaign, and in the first round of the conversation, he spoke about what exactly the campaign is, and the campaign is about updating your software, the software that is on your unit token at home, which allows you to input units to get electricity in your house. Now there is a global shift in the software that is used on this particular tokens or meter tokens, so it is important for you to update them. Now before we went for the break, he was talking about costs of you buying units and then getting 2 codes, but the next question I would like to ask you, Mr. Moses, is are there any other costs that are associated with the Update Mita Yako campaign?
No, there's no other cost associated to it. Remember, these are software that we're updating, and it's a global thing. It's actually outside Kenya Power. There's no cost that's associated to it. Yes.
Okay, and will this affect the cost of electricity? And actually this brings me to that misconception that people are saying tangu update their meters kuna vile hizo tokens zinakimbia haraka.
Now, first and foremost, as I've just said, we are updating the software in the meter, which is beyond us, and that hence actually the cost of energy is totally independent from the upgrade.
Yeah.
And then 2, the meter is a counter. It depends on what you are consuming. If the more you consume, it just confirms that actually indeed something that you are doing.
Yeah.
Yes. The software is not it's not affecting actually that meter. No, it's just giving you the power to keep purchasing going forward. The other software expires.
So if units zangu zimekuwa zikikimbia, that is their usage.
Yeah, that's the utilization.
Okay. And does this affect the postpaid meters, the update?
No, it doesn't. It's not. It's just affecting the prepaid alone.
Okay.
The post are not.
Yeah. Yes. And sometimes we just talk about prepaid, postpaid. Could you explain to them, to our viewers, the difference between the two?
Now, kuna wakati when we are young, pita kuambia lipa mbele ya kula. Now that's prepaid.
Yeah.
You pay
before you eat.
Before you pay for you purchase and use. Then once your purchase is over, it plunges you back in darkness. Then you whatever again. Now, unlike the postpaid, where you pay after eating, you pay after consumption, you pay at the end of the month. We bill you in a cycle. We send somebody to come over and probably read your place or read the meter. Or you can register for self-reading through *977#. It allows you to register for self-reading and then submit the readings periodically as required. Yes, the company will give an alert. But indeed, Alan, for example, you need to submit your meter reading on this period. Yes.
Now, on that meter, me submitting my own meter reading, don't you think that I would submit less figures?
Now, it's what happens that it's like a hybrid system. After a while, you still have a field officer will come around to inspect, because that can also happen.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, it may actually work to your advantage, because at one time you'll be given that you're reading. Because you see, unlike you're sure by the meter may have had a mechanical problem.
Yeah.
This actually that's caused by an individual. Meaning the meter the reading will be very accurate.
Yeah.
And the bill will be quite high. Then again, your consumption, the system will see that indeed something has happened at Alan's place.
Yeah.
For example, if you're consuming this amount of energy, then suddenly it's gone down, it's gone up.
Yeah.
That will raise an alert in the roadside, someone will pick it up.
Interesting. You spoke about deadlines and time schedules.
Yes.
Does this update have a schedule?
Yes, it has. That's why we are having this campaign.
Yeah.
There's a company we've set for that first of this month.
Yeah.
We hope by that time we'll have completed the rollover. So now going forward, all our customers are on the new platform. Yes.
Kenyans are last minute people. There are those who might even decide to do it on the 31st, on the very 31st. But still, there are those who will be left behind. For those who might be left behind, and we hope nobody gets left behind, but for those who might be left behind, is there any chance for them to redeem themselves?
Nah, we don't want to how to get to that situation. We are hoping that because currently we are about 5.5 million.
Yeah.
We are talking 7.4 million.
Yeah.
So praying that the balance that's still here to come on board will come on board with this 15 days are remaining. So that's our prayer.
Yeah.
Yes, that we don't go beyond that first of this month. Yes.
There is the prayer, and there is can anything be done? Because if they get to understand the repercussions of them not coming into the fold quickly, probably they might hasten to do it.
Okay, as a company we are prepared for the industry. We know how us as Kenyans we as we just confirmed we come in the last minute.
Yeah.
But we are prepared for that. We are prepared for that rush. Yeah? The system is good enough for that.
Yeah.
To pick the rush. Yes.
Okay. Any last words or last comments or anything that I might not have asked you that you'd want to comment about before we end the conversation?
No, I want just to urge our customers to work towards that first of this month,
Yeah.
so that we don't have anybody plunging into darkness going forward. Because as a company, we also want to maintain our customers comfortably.
Yeah.
Because when people are in darkness, it becomes a problem. Is it an issue of the network going off, or it's a meter? That means that now it will take a while before you may come back on supply. You see, but don't know how to get there. That's why we want to push our people our customers, to be good enough by that first.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses Wekesa, for making the time.
Moses Nyongesa.
Moses Nyongesa, sorry. Nyongesa Wekesa. Very apologies. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses Nyongesa, for making the time and for KPOC to rolling out this campaign. And I hope, dear viewer, you've heard what Mr. Moses has said. Please do make a point not to be left behind on the 31st deadline. And the figures are 5.5 billion who have already moved. Do not be a part of the 1.5 that hasn't moved just as yet. You still have 15 days to update your meter. Why don't you do it now? Mr. Moses here has said, if you haven't received the code just as yet, this is what you've got to do. You can buy any amount of units or your usual consumption, or if you have a lot of units, you can just buy 1 unit, which I believe goes for 25 Kenyan shillings. And once you do that purchase, KPOC, as usual, they are going to send you back a message. Once you get that message back, it is going to have 3 messages in it, or 3 codes in it. 1 code is to update, or 2 codes are to update your meter. You key them in there, and now once you update your meter, now you can upload your units. And also, Mr. Moses has said that if you have any units that you bought with Tambo because electricity prices might have been down, update that, or input those units before you update your meter, because once you do the update, those units they shall be invalid. So you don't want to lose those coins that you spent, or that money that you spent on the units. That's all we've had for you this morning. I've been your host, Alan Herbert. Once again, our guest has been Moses Nyongesa, and sign language interpreter has been Jedida Wafula. Let us see you on Monday as we bring you the breakfast show once again. Good morning and have a good weekend.